Hey, what's up guys? Today we're back with a video from stuff that I got at the Hot Wheels show. So, this is going to show all the stuff that I got, and I'll leave a link to my friend Eddie who came with me, and he uploaded a video on some of the stuff that he got. So, I'll show you some of the cars. The first car I got was this gold Diora. This is a really neat car. It's got the real riders, not the real riders, the red lines. It's an official red line with the actual suspension, so I've got two cars with the suspension now. This one has all four wheels, but it doesn't have the surfboards, but that's okay. I'll find some. It's a really neat car. And then next car we got was this. This is the Swing and Wing. I'm not really sure. It's a cool car. It's also a red line, but it's not the oldest red line. It's like from the late mid-70s. I'm not really sure. But it's a cool car. It's got interesting design on it. It's really light though, which is weird. It's got the metal top and the plastic bottom, but it really doesn't weigh anything. It's a cool car though. Then we got this, this is a Mercury Cougar with the real riders. It's a 68 Cougar. It's got the rubber wheels and the red lines. It's really nicely detailed. It's got the painted hood pins. And it was a really good price. I think it's from 2009 on the bottom it says. So this was 3 for $2. So I got this car, a car that I gave to Eddie, and this is a Johnny Lightning, I think, but it doesn't say. I think it might be covered up by that sticker. I'm not sure. There's no other brand on the bottom though. It just says DCC 2007. Is that like Marvel? I'm not sure. But this is neat. It's a 81 Plymouth Horizon. It's a really neat little car. I don't have any kind of like that. And it's nice. It's got the rubber wheels. There you can see the bottom. That was really neat. And I forgot to say, this was $3 and this was $5. And then we got this Jeep CJ7, I think. It was 50 cents. It's a black wall. I really like it. It's got a nice Jeep on the front. It was kind of dirty when I got it, but I cleaned it. And it's a really neat car. It's not in too bad a condition. Then we got this Oshkosh snowplow. This was also 50 cents, and it's one of my favorite cars. It doesn't have the snowplow on the front, but it was kind of dirty when I got it, so I cleaned it off. Now it looks pretty good. It's a really big car, though. If you look at it next to this, like the Diora, it's a really big scale, or I think it's just big in general, but it's pretty neat. So that's really cool. Then we got this 56 Chevy truck. This was also 50 cents. It's got the really big wheels and the super lift suspension systems on the side. It's orange. That's a really neat truck. I don't have any of these, or any of those models. Then the last car I got that wasn't carded was this Nissan 300ZX. This is a really neat car. I've been looking for one, but I haven't been able to find one, and now I finally have one. It's not in too bad of condition. The door's open, which is really neat. For a Hot Wheel car, you don't see that very much. It's got the Hot Ones wheels, and it's got the 300ZX Turbo. It's a really neat car. And then I got some carded cars, which I'll show you. So I got this Diora Redline, which is, well, it's not a real Redline. It's a replica from 1994, I think. So it's a pretty neat though. It's the pink Diora with the it's got the surfboard still, and it's in the card. Then I got this, came in a pack of 10 for $10, and then this was 50 cents, I think. Yeah, this was 50 cents. So this is a 70 Plymouth AAR Cuda. This one's really neat. It's a really cool design. Then this was also 50 cents. This is a 63 Chevy Impala with the really big wheels. It's a pretty neat car. I don't know what year it's from. It's from 2007, I think. This was also a 50-cent car, and I got one more 50-cent car. This is the Unobtainium 1 from the Gold Rides. I really like this car. You can see the reflection in it. It's cool. Then, the last 50-cent car was this 1997 Ford F-150. This is a really neat car. I like the just, kind of everyday cars that you see. Sometimes that's cooler than just the, like, crazy cars that Hot Wheels sometimes makes, like the, fantasy cars. Then, in the 10-pack, we got this, 93 Camaro. It's one of the, collector number cars. It's a really neat one. It's from 1992, I think. Then, some of the other cars that came in that 10-pack with the red line was this Shock Factor. It's a really neat car. I think all of them were collector card numbers, or cars. This is a pretty neat car. It's black with the pink on it. Then, probably one of my favorite cars in it was this BMW 323 M3. This is a really neat one. It's also a collector number. 77 Walmart sticker, which is neat. This is from 1990, or 91, I think. But it's a pretty cool car. Then we got this Oshkosh cement mixer. I didn't know that this was an Oshkosh. It's just very interesting, since it's got the cement mixer part up on the top instead of in the back. It's an interesting thing. Then we got this Shadow Jet. It's a really interesting car. It's green with the black walls on it. It's also from 1991. Then the last car was this Lamborghini Diablo with the, I'm not sure, the metal flake paint. It's really neat. It's got the super fast wheels, I think. I'm not sure what they're called. This is also from 1991. I gave 3 cars to Eddie, so that's why there weren't 10 cars from the 10-pack. Then, 2 treasure hunts we got was this Custom 71 El Camino. I don't remember how much this was, but it's really cool. I think it might have been $1. It's a really cool car. It's one of my favorite treasure hunts. This is one my brother got, not me. And same with this one. This is the CJ7 treasure hunt. I think this was also $1 probably. It's a really neat one. Gaining our collection of treasure hunts. Then, another thing we got was this, this was free. This was the Hot Wheels Garage Box. The 30 pack with the metal on metal and real riders. And let's see which cars are in it. Oh, we got trolled. It had no cars in it. It was just the box, but I put some cars that I previously had in it, so you can just see some of the ones. And not all of the cars in here are the same cars that were meant to be in here. I couldn't find every single car. Like, this one was the right one that was in